Welcome CrossFit NOLA online community to Terrific Tuesday. We have a great workout today because we have our Support Your Box fundraiser workout. So that is our WOD, and we're gonna get to the meat and potatoes of the Support Your Box fundraiser in just a little bit. And we'll go over our warm-up, our skill development, and our cool down. So for a warm-up, we're gonna have 2 rounds, 45 seconds of jump rope, 5 straddle stance inchworms, 10 toe touch squats, 5 hip switches in each direction, and 10 pass-throughs. We'll go through that twice. Our skill development today is gonna be pistol. So we have some drills. We have A, B, C, and D. We'll go through them twice, plus a little bit of free time here at the end to practice your pistols. Okay, group, we're gonna go over some pistol development drills today. We have an A, B, C, and D, as well as some free time to practice the pistols. So I'm gonna demo these drills and then explain to you what the purpose is and what we should be doing to execute the movement. The first drill is a box step down. The reason we do this drill is to learn how to put our center of mass on top of our support. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand on top of a box, and then I'm gonna take 1 foot off of the box, and I can almost feel my center of mass moving from here over. So I'm gonna reach over and continue to drive the center of mass over this left leg and twist and slowly lower myself down. My hips will square back up when I get down to the bottom. I'll step back up. Again, push the center of mass over this leg. I'm reaching over the leg. I'm twisting the hips that way. Slowly lowering down. So we'll do 5 on each leg of the step down. So our point of focus is to shift our center of mass over our single leg support versus our double leg support. The next exercise is a narrowing stance squat. So what I'll do for this is I'm gonna work my way from a typical squat stance into a feet touching squat over 5 squats. I'll start just outside of shoulder width or maybe right under my shoulders. And then with every rep, I'll get those feet a little bit closer. Let's pretend that this is number 5. And then can I get down here with the heels on the ground and the feet together? So those are our narrowing stance squats. Our next movement is a step back lunge, but this one's a little bit different. We want to delay the back leg touching the ground as long as we can to develop some balance on one leg. So I'm going to pick that leg up, develop that balance, wait, and then come down. I can switch legs, wait, and then come down into that step back lunge. I'll do 5 per leg there. The last movement in our pistol development is a deck squat. So this is gonna basically be kind of like a kipping squat. So I'm gonna roll backwards onto my back, and then I'm gonna push forward, and what I'm gonna end up putting myself in is a big amount of ankle flexion and a big amount of knee flexion that I would replicate in the pistol. So it'd be like standing up out of a pistol. So let's take a look at some deck squats. So those are our 4 pistol development drills. We'll do those 2 times through. And then you can take about 8 minutes to work on your pistol. Some different ways to scale the pistol could be sitting down onto a box or a chair. I believe we had a pistol workout already that was brought up as one of the scaling options. You can hold on to something to get a little bit of assistance there. You can pistol down to maybe a shorter range of motion until you get the development and flexibility to go all the way up and down. When you finish, hopefully they'll look like this. The Support Your Box WOD is a 10-minute AMRAP that starts with 10 air squats. Then we're gonna do 9 dumbbell snatches from the ground on one hand. It can be left or right, but it's all 9 in a row. Then you're gonna do 10 push-ups, and then you're gonna do 9 dumbbell snatches on the other hand to complete a round. let's take a look at some of the movements that are in the Support Your Box fundraiser workout. We're gonna start with air squats. This is a pretty common movement. We wanna get the hip crease below the top of the knee in the bottom of the movement. And then at the top of the movement, we wanna stand up nice and tall. That's gonna be our range of motion for the air squat. Our dumbbell snatch will start on the ground and it'll end up in a locked out position overhead over the center of our body. And remember, those are nine in a row on the same arm. Push-up will start in a plank position. And drop till the sternum hits the ground. And then drive back up to elbow extension. Our cool down has a 90-degree pec stretch, a seated rhomboid stretch, the couch stretch, and some time to do some soft tissue work there for the quads. So moving on to our cool down, we have that 90-degree pec stretch, and we're gonna do that in a prone position. So I would be face down, I would bend my elbow at about 90 degrees, and then I would twist against that position similar to a scorpion to try to feel the stretch in my chest. So prone and then twist that way, feeling the stretch in the chest. We have a new stretch today, the seated rhomboid stretch. So what I'm gonna do is have a seat. I'm gonna drag my arm across my body and I'm just gonna push down here, trying to feel a stretch through the back of the shoulder and the rhomboid there. So that's that seated rhomboid stretch, pretty simple there. And then we have the couch stretch, which is one of our classic movements, and a little bit of foam rolling for the quads. And hopefully this will cool you down and reset that body to tackle Wednesday. The workout is really fast. If you have the luxury of dumbbell loading, you should pick something that you can do 9 reps unbroken with on one hand for the first couple of rounds. If you need to do some scaling for the push-ups, I think the intent there is to be able to do 10 push-ups unbroken for a couple of rounds. We'll talk about some scaling for that movement and the technique of the dumbbell snatch when we get there. So I hope you guys have a great workout. Don't forget to register for Support Your Box. You can pick any of our gyms. You can do it for free, or you can donate up to $1,000, and the proceeds go directly to the gym you choose. You have 3 weeks to support your box, so if you don't get to the workout today, you have 3 weeks to submit your score for this. Have a good workout. We'd love to see a bunch of videos of this, a bunch of times. Have a good time with it. Let us know how you're doing on Facebook, and have a great workout.